This video is for educational and informational purposes only. It is not a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always consult with your healthcare provider before making decisions about your pregnancy or health. Hey mama, or should I say, future mama. Whether you just got that double pink line or you're halfway through Googling, why are my nipples burning at 2 a.m.? Welcome. You're in the right place. Pregnancy is wild. Beautiful? Yes. Miraculous? Absolutely. But also weird, uncomfortable, and full of weight is this normal moments. In this video, we're diving head to toe into the real symptoms of pregnancy. Not just the textbook ones like morning sickness and mood swings. We're talking about the itches, the nosebleeds, the weird dreams, the is this even my body type of things. We'll talk about why they happen. Don't worry, I've got science receipts. What you can do to feel better. Yes, there are remedies that actually work. And when something might be a red flag because your safety matters. So grab some ginger tea, prop up those swollen feet, and let's decode this beautiful chaos of growing a whole human. Oh, and don't forget to hit that like button if you're part of hashtag Team PreggoPillow, the tribe of pregnant women sleeping with 5+ pillows every night. Let's start from the top, literally. We're talking about your brain and emotions next. Fatigue/extreme tiredness. You're constantly exhibiting tiredness. Why happens? Progesterone skyrockets in early pregnancy. It acts like a natural sedative. Your body is also working overtime to form the placenta and baby's vital organs. According to research, fatigue is most intense during the first trimester and can return in the third. What helps? Take naps. Even 15 minutes can reset your energy. Don't skip meals. Your blood sugar drops faster now. Iron-rich foods help. Think spinach, beans, and lean meats. Pro tip: listen to your body. Now's not the time to hustle like you're not creating life inside you. Mood swings and emotional roller coasters. You can find yourself laughing or crying at trivial things. Why happens? Estrogen and progesterone mess with your neurotransmitters, the brain chemicals that regulate mood. Plus, there's anxiety, excitement, and a lot of what-if thoughts running wild. NIH research shows pregnancy mood shifts can be similar to that of premenstrual syndrome, especially in the first trimester and near delivery. What helps? Talk it out. Even journaling helps unload that mental weight. Light exercise, like walking, releases feel-good endorphins. Stay hydrated. Dehydration worsens mood dips. Pregnancy brain/forgetfulness. You walk into a room and forget why. You lose your keys, your train of thought, and sometimes your appointments. The gray matter volume shrinks in some areas of the brain during pregnancy and is believed to support maternal behavior. Why it happens? Hormonal changes, disrupted sleep, and stress can result in mental fog. Brain imaging studies show structural changes in a pregnant woman's brain, often tied to emotional bonding, but memory takes a back seat. What helps? Set reminders and alarms. Don't fight it, just support it. Keep things in the same spot. Make routines your friend. Write things down. Planners or phone reminders help a lot. Get more sleep. Take your prenatal vitamins, especially B12. Be patient with yourself. You're not losing it, you're gaining mom superpowers. For headaches, these pop up often in the first trimester. Why it happens? Hormone surges, dehydration, a low blood sugar, caffeine withdrawal if you quit abruptly. According to the Cleveland Clinic, pregnant women experience headaches, especially in the first trimester. What helps? Stay hydrated. Small frequent meals. Cold compress on the forehead. Dizziness or lightheadedness. Suddenly standing up feels like stepping off a merry-go-round. Why it happens? Blood pressure often drops in the first trimester. Your growing uterus can compress blood vessels, reducing blood flow. What helps? Rise slowly from bed or chairs. Eat every few hours. Lie on your side to improve circulation. Now, let's talk about the hormonal and systemic symptoms that make you feel like you're living in someone else's body. Hormones are chemical messengers which run the show, and their presence is not always quiet. From tender boobs to why am I sweating like I ran a marathon from just breathing? Let's unpack it all. Breast changes, tenderness, Growth, darken areolas. Feel like your boobs are starring in their own Marvel movie. Bigger, sorer, and darker by the day. Why happens? Estrogen and progesterone surge to prep your body for breastfeeding. Blood flow to your breasts increases, and milk ducts start developing early in pregnancy. These changes often start as early as week 6 to 8, according to the American Pregnancy Association. What helps? Soft, supportive bras even at night. Cold compresses. Avoid underwires if they cause pain. Frequent urination. Blink and you're back in the bathroom. Again, why happens? HCG increases blood flow to your pelvic area and kidneys. Your uterus starts pressing on your bladder, and that's just the first trimester. Wait till the baby starts breakdancing on it later. Resist the temptation to reduce water. Sipping 1.5 to 2 liters of water daily is necessary to prevent dehydration and support kidney function. According to Mayo Clinic, frequent peeing can start as early as week 6 and may ease up in the second trimester until it comes back with a vengeance in the third. What helps? Don't stop drinking water. Just sip throughout the day instead of chugging. Lean forward slightly when peeing to help fully empty your bladder. If peeing comes with pain or burning, check for a UTI. Common in pregnancy, but treatable. Increased hunger or thirst. You're not eating for 2, but it sure feels like it. Why happens? Your metabolism speeds up to fuel baby's growth. Hormones like leptin and ghrelin, which regulate appetite, fluctuate. Your body craves calories, hydration, and nutrients. Research found that energy needs increase by about 300 to 450 calories per day in the second and third trimesters. What helps? Focus on nutrient-dense snacks, nuts, yogurt, fruits, smoothies. Keep a water bottle close. Your body needs more fluid to support blood volume and amniotic fluid. Pro tip, don't ignore hunger. Your body is asking for fuel, not just for the baby, but to keep you functioning. Night sweats and hot flashes. Suddenly sleeping feels like doing cardio in a sauna. Why happens? Estrogen affects your body's internal thermostat. Increased blood volume and circulation raise your core temperature. Studies suggest that night sweats affect about 30 to 35% of pregnant women, especially in the first and third trimesters. What helps? Sleep in breathable cotton clothes. Use a fan or cool mist humidifier. Stay hydrated. Keep your room cool. Around 18 to 20 degrees Celsius, 65 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit is ideal. Heightened sense of smell. You can sniff out a banana from the next room. Welcome to the Super Sniffer Club. Why happens? Estrogen increases sensitivity in your smell sensors, thereby making scents stronger, both pleasant and gross. Your brain is on alert. It's a biological defense mechanism to avoid toxins or spoiled foods during pregnancy. Scientific researches have confirmed heightened smell sensitivity, especially to strong odors like smoke, perfumes, or meat. What helps? Carry a lemon slice or essential oil you like, mint or orange, to sniff as a smell blocker. Avoid strong-smelling cleaners or perfumes. Ask others to handle cooking if it's too much. Keep your home airy and well-ventilated. Excess saliva, tylism. Feel like you're constantly drooling or swallowing spit. You're not alone, and nope, it's not weird. Why happens? Changes in hormone levels and nausea trigger increased saliva production. Often comes with or just before vomiting episodes. It commonly begins in the first semester and tends to fade in the second trimester. What helps? Suck on sugar-free mints or gum. Stay hydrated. Eat small meals to reduce nausea. So yeah, your hormones are working hard. They're prepping your body, boosting blood flow, and fine-tuning everything for baby's arrival. But sometimes it feels like they're just throwing a house party in your body without your permission. Mouth, nose, and sensory symptoms. All right, let's talk about some of the most random yet totally normal pregnancy symptoms, the ones people don't mention at baby showers. Your nose, mouth, and senses are working overtime. And the changes? Oh, they're real. Nasal congestion or pregnancy rhinitis. Can't breathe through your nose even though you're not sick? Why happens? Estrogen and progesterone cause swelling in the nasal passages. Increased blood flow to mucous membranes thickens nasal tissue. This results in a stuffy, runny, or even snoring nose without a cold. What helps? Drink lots of water. Mucus thickens when you're dehydrated. Note: avoid medicated decongestants unless your doctor says it's okay. Nosebleeds. You blow your nose and surprise, blood. Scary, but yes, common. Why happens? Pregnancy increases blood volume and pressure on tiny nasal blood vessels. Dry air or overblowing the nose can easily trigger bleeding. What helps? Don't blow too hard. Apply an ice pack to your nose. Fun fact: it's not dangerous unless bleeding is frequent or heavy. Then call your doctor. Bleeding gums or pregnancy gingivitis. Does your toothbrush suddenly look like a crime scene? You're not imagining things. Why happens? Estrogen and progesterone increase blood flow to gum tissue, making it more sensitive and prone to inflammation. Your immune system changes can also let plaque build up faster. What helps? Use a soft-bristled toothbrush. Brush and floss gently but thoroughly. See your dentist. Yes, dental visits are safe during pregnancy. Just tell them you're expecting. Untreated gum disease has been linked to preterm birth, so don't skip oral care. Metallic taste in mouth, dysgeusia. Everything tastes like you've been sucking on a coin? Yep, that's a thing. Why happens? Hormonal shifts, especially estrogen, affect your taste buds. Often shows up in the first trimester, alongside nausea. What helps? Suck on citrus fruits or sugar-free mints. Rinse with a mild salt water. Brush your tongue regularly to reduce the sensation. Vivid dreams. Dreamed you gave birth? Or that your baby is already talking? Welcome to the theater of the subconscious. Why happens? Hormones, especially progesterone, increase REM sleep. Pregnancy anxiety and frequent awakenings make it easier to remember dreams. Your brain is processing major emotional shifts. What helps? Keep a dream journal. It's therapeutic. Relax before bed. Gentle stretches, tea, deep breathing. Talk it out. Sometimes it's your brain's way of asking for emotional support. So, if you're crying over toothpaste commercials by day and dreaming you're flying by night, you're not crazy, you're just pregnant. This time we're diving into the cardiovascular symptoms of pregnancy. We'll be covering why walking up the stairs suddenly feels like climbing Mount Everest. Cardiovascular symptoms. All right, now let's talk about what your heart and blood vessels are up to while you're growing a tiny human. Spoiler alert, they're working overtime, but in a good way mostly. Mild shortness of breath. Ever feel like you run a marathon just from walking up 2 stairs? Why it happens? During pregnancy, your body needs more oxygen for both you and the baby. Your lungs adjust by taking in more air with each breath. Meanwhile, progesterone makes you breathe slightly deeper, even when you're at rest. In later pregnancy, your growing uterus pushes up on your diaphragm, giving your lungs less room to expand. What helps? Slow down and give yourself grace. Sit up straight to give your lungs room. Sleep slightly propped up. Practice deep belly breathing. But if you have chest pain, wheezing, or your lips feel blue, that's a red flag. Call your doctor ASAP. Heart palpitations / racing heart. Your heart suddenly feels like it's doing jumping jacks? You're not imagining it. Why it happens? Your blood volume increases by 30 to 50% during pregnancy. Your heart works harder to pump that extra blood, leading to a faster heart rate, up to 10 to 20 beats more per minute. You may also feel occasional palpitations or flutters. The Cleveland Clinic confirms that most pregnancy palpitations are benign, not harmful, just your heart adjusting to its VIP job. What helps? Sit or lie down when it happens. Practice relaxation breathing. Stay hydrated and avoid caffeine. Get your iron levels checked. Anemia can cause a racing heart too. If your heartbeat feels irregular or is accompanied by chest pain, dizziness, or fainting, don't play superhero. Call your provider. Low blood pressure, especially in the first trimester. Ever stood up and the room spun like a carousel? Why it happens? Your blood vessels relax and widen due to progesterone, which can lower your blood pressure, especially early on. Add in dehydration or overheating, and boom, You feel like fainting. What helps? Stand up slowly. Drink plenty of water. Eat small, regular meals. Avoid long hot showers or standing for too long. Call your doctor if you actually faint or feel persistently lightheaded. Swelling in hands, feet, and ankles, edema. Your shoes don't fit? Rings feel tight? Welcome to the pregnancy puff zone. What happens? Your body retains extra fluid to support the baby. Gravity pulls fluid down to your extremities, especially in hot weather or after standing for long periods. What helps? Put your feet up, literally. Wear loose, comfy shoes. Drink more water, yes. It helps flush out sodium. Avoid standing too long. Gentle foot massages can also help. Go ahead. Ask your partner. But if the swelling is sudden, severe, or comes with headaches or vision changes, it could signal preeclampsia, a dangerous condition. Always get that checked. So, yep, your heart's doing Olympic-level cardio behind the scenes. All that extra pumping, it's powering a placenta, a uterus, and a whole tiny person, not to mention keeping you upright through it all. Next, we're talking about the digestive and gastrointestinal symptoms of pregnancy. This is the stuff that nobody tells you until you're 5 months in. Constipated, bloated, burping like a truck driver, and wondering, is this just my new normal? Digestive and gastrointestinal symptoms. Nausea and vomiting, morning sickness. Let's start with the big one. Spoiler, it doesn't always happen in the morning. Why happens? High levels of HCG, human chorionic gonadotropin, and estrogen are believed to trigger nausea. An increased smell sensitivity and slower digestion also play a role. Typically starts around week 6, peaks at week 9, and eases by week 14 to 16. What helps? Eat small, frequent meals. Keep dry crackers by your bed for morning munchies. Sip ginger tea or use ginger chews, proven in studies to reduce nausea. Try vitamin B6 supplements, safe and doctor approved. Sniff lemons or oranges. Citrus aromatherapy helps some women. Severe nausea and vomiting that causes weight loss or dehydration. That could be hyperemesis gravidarum. Definitely call your doctor. Food cravings and aversions. Suddenly obsessed with pickles and ice cream, or can't stand the smell of your favorite dish. Why it happens? Hormones mess with your taste and smell, which alters appetite. Cravings might reflect nutritional needs, or they might just be weird. What helps? Give in moderately to save cravings. For aversions, find alternatives that still provide nutrients. Don't force it. Your appetite usually balances out by the second trimester. If you crave non-food items, ice, clay, soap, you may have pica. This needs medical attention, often tied to iron or mineral deficiencies. Heartburn and acid reflux. That fiery dragon in your chest after a meal. Yeah, that's heartburn. Why it happens? Progesterone relaxes your esophageal sphincter, allowing stomach acid to sneak back up. As baby grows, your uterus pushes up against your stomach, making it worse. What helps? Eat smaller, more frequent meals. Avoid spicy, greasy, or acidic foods. Don't lie down right after eating. Use antacids. They are safe in moderation, but ask your provider. Constipation. Trying to poop becomes a full-on mission. Why happens? Progesterone slows down digestion, so your body absorbs more nutrients, but also more water. If you take iron supplements and make less movement, boom, traffic jam. What helps? Eat fiber-rich foods, oats, fruits, veggies, whole grains. Drink lots of water. Aim for 2 to 3 liters daily. Take dates and bananas. Gentle daily movement, walking helps a ton. Gas and bloating. You feel like a balloon and sound like one too. Why it happens? Again, blame progesterone. It relaxes muscles, including those in your digestive tract. This slows down digestion and leads to gas buildup. What helps? Eat slowly and chew thoroughly. Avoid fizzy drinks, beans, and gum. Wear loose clothing. Try peppermint tea, natural gas reliever. Probiotics foods like yogurt also work. Bonus tip, don't hold it in. Seriously, you'll just feel worse. Hemorrhoids. Yep, we're going there. Why it happens? Constipation plus increased pelvic pressure equals swollen rectal veins. They're like varicose veins in your bottom. Painful, right? What helps? Prevent constipation, as mentioned earlier. Soak in warm baths, sitz baths. Use switch hazel pads. Don't strain when pooping. Call your doc if they bleed frequently or cause serious discomfort. Indigestion/sluggish digestion. Meals feel like they sit there for hours? They probably do. Why it happens? Slow gut movement thanks to progesterone. Pressure from the uterus on the intestines. What helps? Eat light, frequent meals. Avoid high-fat or super-rich foods. Try gentle digestive stretches. So, yes, your digestive system basically got the memo. Let's slow everything down. It's frustrating, but it's also your body being smart, absorbing more nutrients, protecting baby, and, okay, fine, torturing your intestines just a little. Reproductive and vaginal symptoms. It's time we talk about what's going on down there. Because when you're pregnant, your vagina, uterus, and everything around them are going through some big, bold changes. Let's break down what's normal, what's weird but okay, and what needs a doctor's attention. Increased vaginal discharge, leukorrhea. Think, more moisture, creamy texture, no smell. Totally normal. Why happens? Estrogen surges and increased blood flow to the pelvic region trigger more discharge. It helps keep the birth canal clean, protects against infections, and maintains pH balance. Leukorrhea increases early in pregnancy and continues throughout, especially in the second and third trimesters. What helps? Wear cotton underwear and panty liners if needed. Don't douche or use scented soaps. They mess with your pH. Change underwear regularly to stay dry and comfortable. Call your doctor if the discharge is a green, yellow, or gray, itchy or has a strong odor, clumpy like cottage cheese, could be a yeast infection, spotting or light bleeding. A little spotting early on can be totally normal, but it always deserves attention. Why it happens? Implantation bleeding. A few days after conception, light spotting can occur as the fertilized egg burrows into the uterus. Cervix is extra sensitive. Even sex or exams can cause a little bleeding. What helps? Track the timing and amount. Avoid heavy lifting or strenuous activity during spotting. Let your OB/midwife know, just in case. Red flags. Heavy bleeding, cramps, clots, or dizziness. Get medical attention immediately. Pelvic pressure. Feel like your lower belly is carrying a bowling ball. Why happens? Your uterus is growing rapidly. As baby drops lower, especially in the third trimester, you'll feel increased pelvic heaviness. Relaxin hormone softens ligaments around the pelvis, causing a loose feeling. What helps? Pelvic support belts. Rest with your feet up. Light stretching. Sleep on your side, not your back. Vaginal dryness. This one's less talked about, but yes, it happens. Why it happens? Hormonal shifts, especially low estrogen, in early pregnancy or during breastfeeding can reduce natural moisture. Some women experience increased sensitivity and dryness instead of discharge. Changes in vaginal flora, hormones, and circulation can cause temporary dryness during pregnancy. What helps? Use a pregnancy-safe lubricant, water-based. Avoid scented products down there. Stay hydrated and eat healthy fats like avocado or flaxseed. Bonus, communicate with your partner. Intimacy changes are totally normal and manageable. Mild cramping or uterine stretching. Feels like period cramps, but you're not on your period? That's your uterus growing. Why it happens? Your round ligaments are stretching. Uterus is expanding to make room for baby. It often comes and goes, especially when you move quickly, sneeze, or change positions. What helps? Change positions slowly. Gentle stretching or prenatal yoga. Warm, not hot, baths. Pregnancy belly bands. If you're cramping with bleeding, fever, or strong pain, then call your provider immediately. Increased libido or none at all. Some mamas feel extra spicy, others feel totally over it. Either way, normal. Why it happens? Estrogen can increase blood flow to erogenous zones, heightening sensitivity. On the flip side, nausea, fatigue, and body changes can completely kill the mood. What helps? Talk openly with your partner. Focus on non-sexual intimacy when needed. Use safe lubricants if experiencing dryness. Good news. Sex is safe during pregnancy unless your doctor says otherwise, e.g. placenta previa, risk of preterm labor, etc. So yeah, whether your vagina feels like a waterfall, a desert, it's all part of the ride. But remember, you're still in control. There's help, support, and absolutely nothing to be ashamed of. Musculoskeletal and joint issues. Okay, so let's talk about your body's frame, the bones, joints, muscles, and ligaments. Because guess what? Pregnancy isn't just a belly thing. It's a full body transformation, and your skeleton is right in the middle of it. Back pain, especially lower back. Pregnancy back pain is a whole mood. 1 minute you're fine. The next you're walking like someone twice your age. Why happens? Your growing uterus shifts your center of gravity forward, putting stress on your spine. Relaxin hormone loosens ligaments and joints, especially in your pelvis and lower back. Your abdominal muscles are stretching out. Less core support equals more back strain. What helps? Prenatal stretching. Use a pregnancy pillow when sleeping between knees and underbelly. Wear supportive shoes, skip the heels. Apply warm compresses or try prenatal massages. If back pain is sudden, severe, or radiates down your leg, talk to your doctor. Could be sciatica or something else. Pelvic girdle pain, PGP, or symphysis pubis dysfunction, SPD. That weird, deep ache or click in your hips or groin area. That's your pelvis getting flexible for birth. Why happens? Relaxin and estrogen soften the pelvic joints and ligaments, making them more mobile. Sometimes they get too loose or misaligned, causing pain when walking, rolling over, or standing on one leg. What helps? Use a pelvic support belt. Sit down to get dressed, no balancing on one leg. Avoid heavy lifting or wide leg movements. Prenatal physical therapy can do wonders. Leg cramps. Ever been jolted awake by a Charlie horse in your calf? Oh, it's a thing. Why happens? Nobody knows the exact cause, but possible culprits include fatigue, circulation changes, or mineral imbalances like low magnesium or calcium. They tend to strike at night. What helps? Stretch your calves before bed. Stay hydrated and eat magnesium-rich foods, leafy greens, bananas, nuts. Flex your toes upward during a cramp, not downward. Try warm baths or massage before sleep. Wrist pain or carpal tunnel syndrome. Hands tingling? Wrist feeling stiff or weak. Blame the swelling. Why happens? Pregnancy increases fluid retention, which can compress the median nerve in your wrist, causing numbness, pain, or tingling. More common if you work on a computer or use your hands a lot. What helps? Wear a wrist brace at night. Do gentle hand and wrist stretches. Avoid repetitive hand motions when possible. Elevate your hands and apply cool compresses. Joint looseness or instability. Feel like your knees or ankles are a bit wobbly? Why happens? That same relaxin hormone loosening your pelvis? It also affects other joints. You might feel less stable, especially in weight-bearing joints like hips, knees, and ankles. What helps? Avoid high-impact activities. Stick to low-risk exercises like walking or swimming. Wear good arch support and avoid slippery surfaces. Pro tip: listen to your body. This is not the season to try CrossFit for the first time. Your body is quite literally loosening up so it can open and stretch for birth. Wild, right? But with that flexibility comes a little wobbly weirdness. Give yourself grace, support where needed, and always ask for help carrying that bucket of laundry, okay? Skin, hair, and nail changes. All right, beauty queen. Let's talk about the glow up and the glow down. Pregnancy can bring out your inner goddess or your inner teenager. Your skin, hair, and nails go on a roller coaster thanks to hormones, circulation, and the magic of making a baby. Pregnancy glow. Ever had someone tell you you're glowing? That's real, and there's science behind it. Why it happens? Increased blood flow gives your skin a flushed, radiant look. Hormones boost oil gland activity, adding a dewy finish, aka shine. What helps? Enjoy it. But if the glow turns into oily or acne-prone skin, Switch to gentle cleansers and non-comedogenic moisturizers. Acne or oily skin. On the flip side, that glow might come with breakouts. Why happens? Rising levels of androgens, especially in the first trimester, increase sebum production, leading to clogged pores. What helps? Use pregnancy-safe skincare. Look for glycolic acid, azelaic acid, or witch hazel. Avoid retinoids, salicylic acid over 2%, and benzoyl peroxide unless cleared by a doctor. Clean pillowcases regularly and keep your hair off your face. Stretch marks, striae gravidarum. Your belly's growing and your skin is trying to keep up. Why happens? Rapid stretching of the skin causes the middle layer, dermis, to tear slightly. Genetics, weight gain, and hormones all play a role. What helps? Keep skin moisturized with cocoa butter, vitamin E, or hyaluronic acid. Hydrate from the inside out. Gentle massage can improve elasticity. No cream can prevent them 100%, but some can reduce severity. Most fade over time and become less visible postpartum. Hyperpigmentation, darkening of skin. Notice your armpits, neck, or inner thighs looking darker. Totally normal. Why happens? Increased melanin production due to estrogen. Most commonly affects areolas, underarms, neck folds, belly line called linea nigra. What helps? Wear sunscreen daily, even indoors. Use gentle lightening ingredients like vitamin C or niacinamide. Ask your OB first. Avoid scrubbing or bleaching, which can irritate further. Most dark patches fade within 3 to 6 months postpartum. Linea nigra, that dark line running from your belly button to your pubic bone. Yep, it has a name. Why happens? Same melanin overload that darkens your nipples causes this line. It usually appears in mid-pregnancy and gets more visible as your belly grows. What helps? Nothing really needed. It fades after birth. Itchy belly or breasts. The stretching skin can cause a little bit of irritation, hence itching. Why happens? Dryness from stretching. Increased sensitivity due to hormonal shifts. What helps? Use fragrance-free moisturizers or belly oils. Wear loose, breathable clothing. Cool compresses for relief. Hair changes, thicker or thinner. Some women get thick, luscious locks. Others, hair that sheds faster than a cat. Why happens? Estrogen prolongs the growth phase of hair, so less falls out. After delivery, you might experience postpartum shedding, totally normal. Many women experience fuller hair during pregnancy, followed by temporary hair loss after birth. What helps? Gentle brushing, avoid tight styles. Use wide tooth combs to prevent breakage. Take your prenatal vitamins consistently. Nail changes. Faster growing nails? Yay. Brittle, peeling ones? Boo. Why happens? Hormonal changes and better circulation can make nails grow faster, but also softer or more breakable. What helps? Don't overfile. Wear gloves when cleaning or washing dishes. So whether you're glowing or breaking out like it's high school all over again, know this, it's all normal. Your body is busy building life, and the beauty part? It all balances out over time. Emotional and mental health symptoms. Let's get into the part nobody prepares you for. The mental and emotional roller coaster of pregnancy. You're building a human. Your hormones are waltzing through your brain chemistry. And on top of that, someone dared to say you look tired. Anxiety. Even if you've never had anxiety before, pregnancy can bring on racing thoughts, fear, or panic. Why happens? Worries about the baby's health, birth, parenting, finances, it all stacks up. Hormones, sleep loss, and external stressors make your brain feel like it's on overdrive. What helps? Deep breathing and mindfulness practices. Avoid doom scrolling. Yes, even baby forums. Make a list of what you can control. Therapy in person or online. No shame at all. If your anxiety interferes with daily life, talk to your provider. There are safe, pregnancy-approved treatments, including therapy and medications. Depression during pregnancy, antenatal depression. Sadness that lingers, loss of interest in things you love, constant hopelessness. This isn't just hormones. It could be antenatal depression. Why happens? Hormonal and life changes, lack of support, traumatic past experiences, or existing mental health conditions can trigger depression during pregnancy. What helps? Get evaluated. Many OBs now screen for depression at checkups. Seek supportive therapy. Stay connected to loved ones. Depression is not your fault. And it doesn't mean you'll be a bad mom. In fact, getting help is the best thing you can do for your baby. Crying over everything. Commercials. Baby socks. Your partner eating the last cookie. No judgment here. Why happens? Your emotional regulation center, the amygdala, is extra sensitive during pregnancy. Plus, you're carrying the weight, literally and emotionally, of everything. Emotional sensitivity is a normal part of pregnancy, especially in the first trimester and again as labor nears. What helps? Let it out. Crying is a healthy release. Surround yourself with understanding people. Watch happy content when you need a lift. Take breaks and don't overextend yourself. Crying is not weakness. It's processing. You're releasing pressure so you can keep going. So yes, your heart's full, your brain's foggy, and your emotions are doing backflips, and that's okay. Pregnancy is a beautiful, messy, emotional experience. Give yourself all the grace in the world. Immune system, temperature, and rare symptoms. All right, bestie, let's wrap this up with the weirdest, wildest, and most, am I the only one, symptoms of pregnancy. These are the ones you might whisper about, Google in private, or just assume are all in your head. Spoiler, they're not. Feeling hot all the time. Is it hot in here? Or is it just your uterus? Why happens? Your basal body temperature rises after ovulation and stays elevated during pregnancy. The increased blood volume and metabolism can cause your body to be constantly warm. Most pregnant women feel warmer than usual, especially in the first trimester and again in the third. What helps? Wear breathable, loose clothing. Stay hydrated. Cool water is your bestie. Use fans or AC when needed. Sleep with a lighter blanket or without one. Chills or feeling cold. But wait, some mamas feel chilly instead? Why happens? Hormonal fluctuations can sometimes throw off your thermoregulation. Early pregnancy chills may mimic cold/flu symptoms and can feel unsettling. Studies suggest that chills can occur in the first trimester, especially as the immune system adjusts. What helps? Dress in light layers. Check your thyroid levels if chills are persistent. Pregnancy can trigger thyroid changes. See your doctor if it's paired with fever, shivers, or fatigue. Getting sick more or less. Wait, isn't the immune system supposed to protect us? Why happens? Your immune system gets modulated, not weakened, so it doesn't attack the baby. Some parts become stronger, others weaker, so you might catch colds easier or never get sick at all. The immune system in pregnancy becomes more selective. It might increase your risk for certain infections, like flu, but improving tolerance to others. What helps? Get your flu shot and other vaccines your OB recommends. Wash your hands often. Rest and eat immune-supporting foods. Think vitamin C, zinc, leafy greens. Always call your doc if you feel unusually sick. Better safe than sorry. Weird new allergies or sensitivities. Your perfume suddenly makes you gag, or your favorite food gives you a rash. Why happens? Your immune system, hormones, and sense of smell/taste are on high alert. You may react differently to allergens, products, or even the sun. Hello, photosensitivity. Research shows that existing allergies may worsen, improve, or appear for the first time during pregnancy. What helps? Avoid harsh products or strong scents. Use hypoallergenic skincare and detergent. Wear sunscreen daily. Keep a symptom diary and talk to your provider if anything seems extreme. So, there you have it. Your body is multitasking at Olympic level, and you're doing amazing even on the days it doesn't feel like it. Pregnancy isn't just a bump and a baby. It's a full body, full soul transformation, and no two journeys look the same. The mood swings, the cravings, the insomnia, the swollen ankles, they're all part of your incredible story. If you found this helpful, tap that like button, share this video with another mama, and don't forget to subscribe for more science-backed pregnancy content every week.